Greetings, 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 greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Jah Rastafari, Sellasie the First. Greetings in the name of our Imperial Majesty, Empress Menin. Yes, I. Greetings to all the people of the world, black, white, Chinese. We greet you all in the name of His Imperial Majesty. Yes, I and I go by the name El Anko. I come from the land of Africa. Blessed to present to you this Rastaman Show on the platform of Homeland TV. Yeah, man. Many people see I, many people ask I, why am I a Rasta man? Many people see I, many people ask I, why am I a Rasta man? Yeah, man. Kwa mtaa, huku land yetu ya Africa, in most cases, you meet with the Rasta man on the way, and we keep asking ourselves a question about this man we meet on the way. The man we meet on the way is a free man. He's never gone to the barber shop. He's looking different. Every time you meet a Rasta man, you can meet a Rasta man even on the radio. Unasikiza mziki, unasikiza this is reggae music. Everybody is curious about the Rasta man. And many people have come up with ideas about the Rasta man. Even the Rasta themselves, they base some ideas to define who they are. But what is Rastafari? Yeah, man. In the process of mimi nawe kujuana, we are going to share thoughts and opinions about this life called Rastafari. Some people wanapenda kuicategorize kama religion, wanasema a Rastaman is a faithful Christian. Wengine wanasema a Rastaman is a faithful Muslim. Wengine wanasema a Rastaman is a faithful Hindu. You know, but what is Rastafari? Everything has a history about it. You understand? So basically, let's take a step into the past, you know, so that we can try and understand and comprehend what this thing really is, you know. Back in them days wakati slavery ilikuwa imetake onset, the black people walikuwa wamechukuliwa from Africa wakapelekwa to the other lands. In the land of Jamaica, there were so many black people that were living in that particular place, you know. Now, the government that was running the place was a colonial government, like all other colonies, you know. It was governed, you know. And vile mambo iko Kenya, it is the same way ilikuwa pia huko, but in a different magnitude of segregation, you know. So in the process of time, revolution started coming up, you know. The black man cannot be stopped, you know. So if you go back to your history, you'll meet a man called Marcus Mosiah Garvey, you know. Yeah, man, this is the man who tried to bring the black people together, you know, with certain ideas, you know, and the visualization of what a black community should be, you know. By then, kwa Mwafrika ilikuwa kitu noma sana kwa hii dunia, you know. The moment a white man could see a black man, the white man could see the black man as a slave, you know. The white man could never see the black man as an equal man in the land of Iman himself, you know. So, the black man didn't see why he should be hated, why he should be the one doing all the things, why he didn't see the difference between the black man and the white man, because the white man was living and dying like the black man too, you know. So, at a time when the Negro movement was being formulated, you know, Marcus Garvey tried to show the black people they can be strong and they can be independent and they can have an identity in the culture of humanity, you know. Wahindi walikuwa wamewadharau, wa Chinese walikuwa wamewadharau. So the black people have always been these other people in society. Then, at some point in time in 1930, you know, the man made a prophecy, you know, and said, look unto Africa where a king shall be crowned, for that king shall redeem the black man, you know. 6 years later, that prophecy came true in 1936 and Rastafari was crowned. You know, this culture was identified by the people. What is this Marcus Garvey saying? So certain people walikuja hapo katikati, kuna akina Leonard P. Hoyle, you know. These were brethren who took it deeper, you know. They went and created a community yenye ilikuwa inaitwa the Pinnacle, you know. And the first Rastafari people used to live in that community, you know. Self-sufficiency, you know. They used to put the herbs, the ganja thing, you know, trade in the herb and butter trade with the community and get what they don't have. But as always, the government could not accept that, so they were so much harassed. So Rastafari is a movement that started that way for a black liberation cause. That was in the 1930s. Hizo miaka za kitambo. Hapo ndo tulitoka. But over the years, the cause of Rastafari, it can gain more acceptance among humanity, you know. When Bob Marley came with music, you know, and put music to Rastafari, you know, it changed everything, you know. The one drop changed everything, you know. The message of Rastafari and the perception and the humiliation and zile shida zote Rasta alikuwa anapitia zilikuwa zina apply the same way na other places ambapo binadamu wanaishi. So the Indian man could listen to reggae music and say, this is my kind of identity. The Chinese man could listen to reggae music and say, this is my identity. The Australian man could listen to reggae music and say, this is my identity. So reggae music was like a bridge yenye ilipeleka message ya Rastafari to many people. So this liberation ikakubaliwa na watu wengi because humanity was facing the same problem of the colonial government everywhere, you know. So the culture in modern context of Rastafari is very different from the previous context of Rastafari, you know. In modern times, Rastafari is the liberation movement of humanity, you know. In today's time, Rastafari is no longer about the black community only. The Rastafari movement is about the humanity, everybody, the Indian, the Chinese. Ndio wazungu walituchukua wakatupeleka huko wakatufanya slaves, you know. But that's time. That's what happened. Hawezi change hiyo kitu yenye ili happen, you know. The Indians walitufanyia venye walitufanyia, but that's time. Haiwezi change kitu ili happen. Chinese people walikuja na COVID, you know. You cannot undo that. But now the present is what can be made to be the future, you know. So in modern times, as a jam messenger in today's time, you know, a lanko upon the tune. Let me say, Rastafari is something different, you know. Rastafari is about humanity. It is not a religion, you know. Kuna juzi last year but one, the government was trying to religionize the Rastafari movement. How can you make Rastafari a religion, you know? Yeah man. How can you put rules to Rastafari? You know, you can never put a rule to Rasta, you know, because Rasta is self-ruling, you know, self-consciousness. It is all in you. Kila kitu ambayo unataka kujua about life, it is all in you. So Rastafari is the platform that makes you to understand and overstand and comprehend the whole entity of you and life. You know, I feel I'm living in a community where Rasta people don't really understand what Rastafari is, and we need a lot of guidance for this. I hope in the course of this program, tuna air live here at Homeland TV. We believe it is gonna bring your consciousness to a certain level, you know. So many people look to the Bible and the Revelation times, you know. So many people want to go to heaven and leave the other people here on earth burning down, you know. I don't know, they speak of a hell. Yeah man, so many questions hata wewe mwenyewe pia umejiuliza, you know. So we believe this is the time, you know, to question and deliberate and have a dialogue about things, you know. So Rastaman Show is not about a lank upon the tune. Rastaman Show is about humanity, you know, and we are doing it here live from Meru County. County 0, 1, 2, you know. I will say the Levity must move on, you know. The movement must stand strong. And big up to you for keeping subscribed, man.